We're taking lavender cuttings today on Pots and Trowels, and that's brought to you with the support of Cobra Garden and King Seeds. We've had some really good flowers on the lavender this year. It's loved the heat, and the first flush of flowers that we got in early summer have finished, and then we've got a second flush of flowers, which is a bonus really. So what we would normally do with lavender at this time of the year is we would cut off any of these dead flower heads like this, and we've done that on some of the others that haven't flowered twice. So it's usually with these, it's just a case of taking these dead heads, trimming them back down to where the foliage is, like that. So it just tidies it up, stops them producing seed, and will often encourage a few more flowers, but it keeps the bush nice and bushy and compact. And what we tend to do when we've done that, when they've finished flowering, is then in the spring give them another tidy up. And some of the ones Jill's already done that dead head in with. This one though is Munstead, and as I say, for some reason this year it's decided to flower again, and we've got these lovely flowers. But it's also a time, now we're into September, ideal for taking cuttings. And if you want to produce a few more plants, now's the time to do it. And what we're looking for are shoots like this that haven't flowered. So this is sort of growth that is made after the first flowering. So these are unflowered shoots like that. So that makes an ideal cutting. So what I'm going to do is just go round this bush, just snip off several of these, take them into the greenhouse, and I'll show you how you can prepare the cuttings to grow some new plants for free. So there we go, that's our cutting material. So I'll show you now how to prepare them and get them to root. So first thing is we want them to be what we call semi-ripe. So that's why we normally do them late August, September, right the way through the month really. And we want the base of the cutting to be just slightly woody, whereas the top is quite soft, not too soft, even that's starting to ripen in the summer sunshine. But this is a reasonably firm stem, and that's exactly what we want. Now, you can use your secateurs, but I find a smaller pair of snips is better for this. And we want cuttings that are about maybe 3 inches long, no more than that, sort of 7.5 centimetres. So what we do is just trim them below a leaf joint there. So we find where there's a pair of leaves, and then we just literally cut about 1 millimetre below. So a nice clean cut, and then we can just take off these lower leaves. They just pull off really easily. That's the piece that's going to be below the compost level, so we don't leave them on, otherwise they would rot. And we're just basically going to leave a small rosette, a few leaves at the top like that. So that is our cutting. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to prepare the others, and then I'll show you how to insert them. So there we've got it, 6 cuttings I've prepared there. Now when it comes to inserting them, you've got various options. If you want to grow lots of lavender, say to plant a lavender hedge, then you can use cell trays like this. This one you can get 20 in. You can do them in plastic pots, but if I'm doing them in pots, I like to use a terracotta pot, simply because terracotta pots are porous, air goes through the side, and it just aids rooting. And things like lavender and rosemary and sage, all these Mediterranean type herbs, don't like to be sitting in too wet a compost, so this just ensures they're not going to get too soggy. So I've got my compost here. This is what I'm using to root them. I'd use this for seed sowing as well. So it's a multi-purpose compost. I've broken up all the lumps in there, and then I've added about sort of probably 15% of perlite, these little white granules in there, which just help with the aeration. So we just fill our pot, give it a good tap down. All right, not too firm. Don't want to squash the air out. And then it's just a case of getting your cuttings. And because these have got a fairly woody base, we don't need a dibber. We can just push them in about halfway. So I'm just going to space them around the pot as we go, just lightly firming them so they don't wobble about, and we can get 6 around there. Now these don't root really quickly, so don't expect them to be rooted in a fortnight. They're going to root over the autumn, and it will be next spring when they've all rooted. I'll knock them out of the pot, hopefully all rooted, knock them out of the pot, separate them and pot them up to grow on next spring. So we hopefully will get 5 or 6 plants out of those. So where am I going to put them now? Well, I'm going to put them over here on the bench here. It's a bit shady part of the greenhouse. This, we've got the shade net in. You could do them on a windowsill if you haven't got a greenhouse, so a north facing windowsill that doesn't get the direct sun. And what we don't want to happen is for them to bake in the sun before they've made roots. Although they're a sun loving plant, they need a little bit of shade while we're rooting them. So this is a little bit cool at this part of the greenhouse, and you can see I've already done some a week or so ago in these little plug trays. So we'll see if the ones in my pot roots better. So give them a good drink, let that soak down so the compost is nice and moist. And what you can do, just to trap a little bit of humidity, we don't want to get them too wet, otherwise the tops will go, but you can put a little cover on with the vent open, and that will just create that little bit of humidity. And one final thing, if you did get it very hot and sunny, then put a piece of fleece over it just to give them that little bit of shade. But what we're trying to do is to keep them coolish and moist to give them time to produce the roots. And we'll look at them when they've rooted, and I'll show you how to pot them up next year. Well, thank you for watching Pots and Trowels, and do have a go at taking some lavender cuttings. And remember, all the videos and the podcasts that we've done in the past you can find on YouTube, where you can subscribe for free. We're going to be back again in the greenhouse next week. We're going to be sowing some winter salad leaves, so we'll see you then. Bye.